Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic, Volume 1, Episode 11. Today, we are going to check out a puzzle called Gems and Stones together. As always, remember that you can play by clicking the link below the puzzle, and I will explain all the rules to you right now. Gems and Stones is a pencil puzzle in which we will place circles into some cells of the grid, some white and some black, such that each row and column contains exactly one black circle. Let's look at what that means. You can see in the example solution here that in the first row there is exactly one black circle and some white circles, but the rule is only about the black circles. And in this first column there is one black circle. In this last column, there's still one black circle and one white circle, but again, that does not matter. It's just the black circle that counts. A cell may contain at most one circle. That is pretty obvious, but spelled out for completeness here. A clue outside the grid indicates the number of circles in the corresponding row or column up to and including its black circle from the direction of the clue. So this is a line of sight constraint. This 3 at the top is saying that if you were standing here at this side of the grid and looking in, you would see a total of 3 circles until you get to the black circle. So in the example, we have the first one, which is white, the second one, which is also white, the third one, which is black. In contrast, this says 1. There are 3 circles in this column, but when looking from this direction, you hit the black circle first, so the number is only 1. So the same applies to the rows, and they apply from the other directions as well. So this 2 is at the bottom, meaning that when you're looking up, you're going to see 2 circles in that column. Those are the rules of Gems and Stones. So let's solve a puzzle. Today's Gems and Stones puzzle was set by Eric Fox. The first thing I'm looking at in a puzzle like this, as with many puzzles, is very large numbers and very small numbers. And I'm seeing this 6 over here, and I notice that this is a 6x6 grid. So that's going to be highly constrained. So again, that clue indicates the number of circles it can see in that row up to and including the black circle. So it's going to need to see a circle in every cell, which means the black circle is going to have to be all the way at the end for it to be able to see white circles in all the cells before that. Okay, so that gives us kind of a baseline to work from, and then the obvious thing to me is to look to cross-reference that basically with the vertical clues. And I see a couple things we can do right off the bat. I see this 1 over here and this 2 over here are both going to be pretty weak now. So this 1 means that it must see a black circle before it sees any white circles. And since we have placed a white circle, we're going to be able to put a black right there. And in this final column, we need to see exactly 1 white circle before we see the black circle. So that's going to have to be white there. Okay, those 2 were fairly easy. Now I'm going to look at what's happening across from them. This 2 tells me that exactly one of these 4 cells is white, but I don't know which one yet. So that isn't helping me right off the bat. But this 2 over here, I notice is giving me exactly 2 cells that it can see with stones in them. So that must mean that these first 4 are empty. And so I'm going to switch over to surface mode and mark these as unshaded. Okay, and then what can we do next? This 4, I think, is going to be helpful because since we can only have one black circle in a column, we can't put black down here at the bottom. So the farthest down it can go is right here, which is exactly where it needs to go in order for us to be able to still see 4 circles before we get there. So we've accomplished this 4. We've seen exactly 4. So that's good. Let's see what else we've got. So we have in this column, again, we're going to see 1. In this column, we've got to have a black cell in one of these 2 right here in order for this 2 to work, because it can't go any further and it can't be first. Same goes for this one. So between these, there's kind of well, in Sudoku terms, it's an X-wing. We've got a black circle in one of these 2, and in this domino, it's the opposite way around there. So what does that tell us? Well, first of all, I think it tells us these 2 clues at the bottom. We know where the black cells are approximately, and we've already got a white cell, so it tells us that these are not going to have any stones in them. So that's something. It tells us that this one clue is good because it can't, the black cell, circle can't be in either of these now because of this X-wingy thing. So what is left is only that one. So actually, even without the one clue, we could determine this is the only place a black stone could go here. So that's taken care of. Great. So now we've got this to determine which way this black thing goes, and I think this 3 is going to do that for us, because if the black was here, the 3 wouldn't be able to see enough stones first. So actually, it's going to have to be that way. So we've got all the black stones taken care of. So now we just need to look at the white stones that are left, the remaining cells, whether they have white stones or not. Okay, so this 2 at the bottom is going to take care of this column because the 2 does see 2 stones. We can't put any more whites in here or that would be a problem. So I'm going to mark all of these as no stones here. Same thing with this 2. It sees what it needs, so no stone there. So we've got some unknowns still. This 2 sees 1, 2. This one cannot be shaded. I'm going to take out these blues that don't mean anything anymore. Then we've got this 2 up here needs to have a white stone there in order to satisfy that one. We're going to need a white stone in one of these 2 spots to make the 2 happy, and one of these 4 spots to make this 2 happy. But I think we're going to take care of both of those with this 3 here, because the only place those white stones can go are here and here. And once we do that, we will have the whole puzzle solved because we've taken care of the 2s. And just to be complete about it, we can't have any more white stones there, or else we would have too many, and we can't have 1 there because otherwise we'd have too many. So not only did it tell us we were correct, but we've double checked that we can't put any extras in the grid. And that is how you solve a gems and stones. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and check out the description below for more free puzzles.